Hello, my name is Rahim. Today I'm in one of my projects. I've got one of my students here, Tom, who's already got a couple of buy-to-let properties. He's here today. Obviously, just wanted me to show him the project, obviously, so I can inspire him to actually take action to do something like that. So, Tom, welcome to this project. And come on in.
Thank you.
Okay. So basically, what we did was this property was bought as a rundown property. Right, it was a 3-bedroom house, 2 reception rooms. So what the plan is to convert it into high-end HMO. So we walked in, we looked at the property. It was wrecked. If you watch any of my videos, you may have seen when we actually started. So what we did basically, the first thing we did is to literally got the whole house out. We got it out. If you remember, watch the video. We hacked all these walls up here, right? We hacked it all so we can do a damp course. Right, damp course, I do it for all my properties because you don't want to have rising damp.
No.
Because what happened in my other property when I just started, I didn't know how to do it. I do all the work down, property looks perfect. After a couple of months or so, boom, you've got this rising damp coming. So what we did was we literally hacked this wall, hacked all the ground floor, everything was hacked basically, and then we inject it with damp course. So once we've done the damp course, we then obviously leave that to dry. We then render it, plaster it, and then skim it. Okay, that's what we've done down
the
there.
whole property
For the whole ground floor basically, right? So in here, okay, this here was just a room, was just a normal bedroom. Okay, so what we did basically with my architect, I told him what I intended to do. I wanted to convert the 2 reception rooms into bedrooms and the normal rooms into bedrooms as well, obviously ensuite room. So we decided to have an ensuite here. Coming in, obviously this is what we've done. Again, all this was hacked off. If you watch the videos, you can see all this was hacked off. We rendered it, we obviously plastered it and then skim it. As you can see, this is what we've done here now. And obviously we've got the toilet again. So in this toilet here, what we did was we built a stone wall. Obviously we have the shower, we've got the sink, and we've got the toilet basin there as well. Have a look. Okay. And our target market is doctors, nurses, because the hospital is just about maybe 30 yards away from here. Okay?
And this was a 3-bed.
Yes, it was a 3-bed. Come close to me. Basically, it was a 3-bed, 2 reception rooms, and we have a bathroom upstairs, and then obviously a shower downstairs.
How much would that have rented for per month as a single?
If it's a single let, you would have rented it for about £800 per calendar month. 800 to about £950 per calendar month.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a very, very good return. But obviously, we saw the market. We decided to actually restructure that deal in a different way.
I'm quite surprised by the size on the property.
Yeah. To be fair, when you're looking at it from the outside, you'll be surprised.
Very surprised.
On the size of it. Again, exactly the same thing. This is the ground floor again. So what I did was we hacked all this here. Hacked it all up. This was the shell basically, right? And then obviously with this, because the high-end HMO, we've got the sockets, TV points there, right? We ensure there are sockets from both sides of the property, so nobody will struggle to actually connect whatever they have here. And again, they've got the toilet there to use for themselves.
Double room again.
Okay, so if I take you upstairs. Again, this was just a bedroom, right? This was just a normal room. So what we did basically again is to bring the shower in. Right, and then we got each of the rooms got a wardrobe as well, built-in wardrobe. That is the wardrobe, right? As you can see, that's the wardrobe there. So again, why I do this is because from my other HMO properties, we tend to have problems with our wardrobes all the time because it's broken or shelf is not working properly. This one is literally there for life, right? So it saves you that hustle to be changing wardrobes and all that sort of thing. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. And the doors are all fire doors as well. Right. Okay. And again, the same thing here. We've got the sockets and we've got the TV points there. Okay. We utilize the space really, really well. Right. You can see how amazing it is. Again, we've got the ensuite there, and again, we've got the wardrobe. So. Exactly the same thing. You've got the 2 TV sockets there. So you've got the sockets there. You've got the broadband. Because what happened was also previous properties, tenant wanted to have the internet cable. so they can connect their laptop or their computers, so they don't have any sort of internet fluctuation. So Wi-Fi issues is done now. So that's why we've got that there, so they can connect their laptop. There, obviously, we've got the TV there as well, for if in case they want to hang their TV and all that sort of thing.
With these kind of conversions, am I right in saying the rooms are obviously got to be a certain dimension, don't they?
Of course, absolutely. You have to have a minimum size for each bedroom, right? And this is way over the minimum size because it's a double room. And if it's a single room, also you need to have a certain minimum size for it to be an actual single room for it to be able to be signed off by the council.
Yeah.
But again, each council is different anyway. So some council has some sort of lenience in terms of the space, but most of them you have to have that minimum space for you to be able to call it a bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something you got to be sure of, isn't it? When you
Absolutely.
when you're aiming to do a project like this,
Yeah.
you got to be certain that.
Yeah, and then also you need to always have an architect as around as well, because they would advise you what the council may accept.
Yeah.
Because what you do when you do property business, right, you always have to have a power team, people who are experienced more than you did in some sort of areas, because you get the dream. Get the people who are actually specialized in what you want to execute, bring them in, give them your idea, they will tell you whether that idea works or not. If it doesn't work, they will give an alternative. They say, how about if we could do X, Y, Z? And then that gets you thinking, and then obviously we'll be able to structure it that way.
So was it a case of you viewed the property, you took the dimensions, you had an idea in your head what you wanted to do, you carry on, you put your offers in, and then you bring in the architect, or do you bring him with you on your initial viewing?
So what I do basically, with my student like yourselves, we would analyze the deal financially first, and then we would also look at what we could do in that property, right? Are we going to do it as a family? Is there a chance for us to do it as a HMO property, right? So we will look at the likelihood of doing that, and then we then view the property, we see the chances of doing that, right? On that basis, we can then put our offer. Because we know we are kind of 90% right, correct in what we're doing, and then once our offers are accepted, the purchase is going through, you can then invite your architect to come round and obviously advise you on the idea you've got to do in that property. They will say, okay, it works, but you might not get 5 or 6 rooms as you anticipated, but we may be able to get you 4 to 5 rooms. And again, still you can go back and work your cash flow to understand if that is doable for you or not.
So you, in essence, you've got different avenues which you could go down. You could have settled for a single let.
Absolutely.
See, all the doors are open to you, really.
Yeah. That's the advantage of doing your due diligence, right? So as you know, before we even rent it, before we take them, we do that analysis to see whether it works or not. If it works, happy days. If it doesn't work, we start thinking about what are the alternatives, basically. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'll take you to the other room. This room here, I don't know if you remember, this was a bathroom, right? This was a bathroom. That's where the bathtub was. And the toilet was here, right? And then we had the sink going there.
Yeah.
So what we did basically, because we're having the whole house as an ensuite house, so we removed this, we have this as a room basically. This room could be for a guest room or office if they want to share. And then obviously because of the minimum space required for you to make it as a room or as a guest room, hence the reason why that wall was here, right? That wall was here. So we extended it from here to there, right? This was the landing basically.
All right, yeah.
This was the landing, and then you got an extra space that you could call wardrobe or as a spare place basically.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and then this then hits the minimum required space.
For a single room.
Yeah. Okay, but what we intend to use this for is an office for the sharers. Because what we're targeting doctors, nurses, or accountants. And now you know how accountant people would like to work from home. So if you can have a couple of desks here, it would help a lot for the people who wants to work from home. And again, if they want to save their stationaries, they've got enough room to do that as well.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
And then will it be down to them? Will you ask them what furniture you
Yes, of course. So what we would do, we will have them in mind. This is our bedroom anyway. So let me tell you about this bedroom now. So, I don't know if you remember, right? This wall here was somewhere here. right?
Yeah.
Because that's where the bathroom was. So because we wanted to hit the minimum space, we nick a little bit of space from that room.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we bring it that way. So if you remember, there was no wall here, there was nothing here. That wall was gone, we took it off.
Yeah.
So we wanted to bring it that way, but then we then realized if we do that, we won't have any furniture to fit in. Right, so we nicked that space there and then bring it that way. So then if you've got your furniture, then you're able to move them in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, that was a clever move. I wouldn't have thought about that, but the people I work with thought about it before we actually finished the wall, and then we realized that that's what we need to do. So again, this room is a very good size room, absolutely amazing size.
Seems more spacious.
Yeah, minimum, yes. Okay. And again, obviously you've got the wardrobes, you've got the shower there, you know, stuff like that. Okay.
This is the final room now.
Yeah, this is the final room. So we're gonna go downstairs. I'll show you the kitchen dining area. I don't know if you remember, right? This here, this place here, we used to have a supporting wall here, right? If you remember. And this used to be a shower room, right? That's the reason why we've got this obscure window. I don't know if you remember. Right? It was an ensuite here. You got the sitting room, and then you got this tiny place here as a utility room. So what we do was we knock it out. Yeah? We knock it out. We had our RSJ in, well, according to hit the building reg. We had the pillars behind it to support the RSJ, because obviously this was the supporting wall. And then we knock all that out, and now we have it open. And then now it is a kitchen dining area. Absolutely amazing. I think this kitchen went up. When was it? Yesterday. Yeah.
Yesterday went up, did it?
Yeah. Yesterday. That's when they finished doing it. Obviously, they've got a bit of finishing up to do.
Living area.
That would be the living area here, right? Good question. Living area. Obviously, you've got the TV point, right? You've got the socket, and then obviously you've got that there. So the sofas would be going that way.
Sofa there.
Yeah.
Dining table.
Dining table there, and the dining table we can put it here. Yeah, we can have the dining table here. We've got the fridge freezer going there, and then obviously we've got the TV and we've got the sofa there. But the reason why we do it that way, it is an ensuite property. Most people would like to spend their time in their living in their rooms anyway. So that little space we have here, most of our HMO properties, which you will see at some point, nobody uses the sitting room, right? We've got some TVs, even the plastic has not been taken out. So obviously this space is big enough for whoever wants to socialize or bring friends around for a dinner or something like that.
And this room in here, is that toilet in there?
Good question. Okay, you see this room? This room here, right, would be for the office room upstairs, right? So whoever's going to use that office would use this, or it would be a communal bathroom, right? Shower. This is a shower and a bathroom. I can't remember the code, right?
Why do you put a code on there?
Because if we happen to have a guest using that room for one of the tenant, we don't want all the tenant to be using the shower. Right, because obviously if you get messed up, you wouldn't know who's responsible to clean it. So with that dedicated to one person at a time, if you get messed up, we know who to actually approach to actually sort it out. That's the reason why we've got that digilock in it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Make sense? Right, okay.
And outside? Got much going
outside? Yes, much going outside. I will take you outside.
Just repainted out here.
Right, as you can see, we've painted outside. Yeah, that wall was horrible basically. You know, so even next door neighbors, we actually paint that wall. And then painting that, all this bit is done. The only bit that's left to be done is this side and the top there basically.
Did you have to re-render it?
Some of it we did, like that bit there, we had a little blown out plaster.
Right.
So render, so what we did was we actually hacked that bit out, right, re-render it. And then once it's dry now, so what the painter needs to do is to just go up there and paint it. And look at the garden space. Absolutely amazing. You're rare to see a HMO that got this. I'm telling you now.
With rear access.
Yeah, rear access like this is massive.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely big.
And it's low maintenance, isn't it?
Yeah, and low maintenance. And I don't know if you've been to any shared houses, right? But this is actually absolutely massive. I'll tell you that now, it's massive. So yeah, so it is what it is. People, they can, what we want to do basically, when I have a deck in here,
All right.
right?
Okay.
And we have gonna have leverage fence going up to have the privacy going.
Yes.
And deck in there as well, and then feather edge going up, and obviously here also we'll have the feather edge going that way, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll have a door here still, right? So there won't be a gate here anymore. This will be taken away basically. So we'll have the feather edge fence going here, and then we'll have the door going that way, and then obviously we'll have some sort of garden furniture here, so that if you don't want to really spend time inside, you can come outside here with friends and family, hang around and have fun really.
Bike sheds?
Pardon?
Any bike sheds out there?
Yeah, bike shed we may. Actually,
do
good
that.
question. We're
Probably
thinking of
would.
doing one somewhere there. That's what we're thinking of. That would depend on what the council
Depend-
asks us to
yeah,
do basically.
yeah.
Bike shed would be good, but yes, we're thinking about it, or we can put it somewhere in the corner there.
I bet you're grateful to have rear access when you've got all this work going on, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Do you have to get scaffolding up, or was it just a ladder job?
It's just a minor painting
Yeah,
job,
minor
so
paint,
so
yeah.
we didn't have to get a scaffolding up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go inside.
Can we,
I really hope you enjoyed this interview and have been inspired to take action. If you are already a property investor, I hope this interview inspires you too to take your property journey to the next level. If you like this video and want to watch more property investment training for free and see my property journey, click the like button below, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post free property investment trainings every single week. I look forward to sharing the next video. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it.